Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today on this live vlog on the 12th of August? Let me just move some stuff out of the way. How's everyone today? Sorry, it's been a mad, absolutely crazy sort of last 24 hours. So let me just see, is anyone on? Kiam, hi, how are you, mate? Blondie's on, saw them both, excellent as always. Yeah, he's referring to two videos that went out on the channel this morning. One was the podcast Raw, which was episode 5 with Rob and Craig Forrest, who comes on here, guy in Scotland, and also another guy called Rob, and his son goes to some of the matches with Rob as well. So go and watch that. I mean, listen to that. It's very, very good. And then obviously Kiam put out the fantasy football table overview, looking at forwards, midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers, how they've performed, and then showing you the table, which is quite interesting. DZ like, hi, how are you? Anuj, hey Andy, how are you, mate? Luke Chadwick, the Luke Chadwick. Hey Andy, how are you, mate? I'm very good, mate. How are you? Bernard, good afternoon, Andrew. Oh, and guys, oh God, got an Andrew. Wow. EF Productions, how are you, buddy? You well? You still busy? Andy, you missed me, lad. Yeah, I have missed you. How are you, mate? You all right? What do you think of City? Can we win it all? We can win everything if we wanted to. Whether we will is a different story. Jerry Gow, yo Andy, how are you, Jerry? Wome, hi, thoughts on Roger on Saturday? Thought he was very, very good. Look at, if you've not seen it, look at the live vlog last night where we looked at the player ratings. Go through, we discuss each player and how they played. Joseph Beatty, Edison's in. Oh no, we'll stop it. You'll be going down the dungeon. We're gonna do it player by player. Come on. You should know the format by now. I sit poised in 90th. I know, I saw that. I saw some of your comments, Bernard. Bless you. You'll get used to it. There's 37 games to go. There's ages to go yet. Abhishek, hi Andy, how's been your day? Very, very busy, mate. I've been maxed out yesterday and today with work. EF Productions, I've been in Turkey, mate. That's why I got back a few days ago. Is that holiday, I'm guessing? Was it good? But it's been a lot warmer than it has been here. It's bloody miserable today. Hey, mate, how are you? Craig Forrest is on. Well done, Craig, for that podcast. Even though I disagree with some of your comments, that's what it's all about. And thought you did a great job, mate, on that. So well done on the podcast. And if you haven't seen it, like I said, the links are in the description. Go and give it a listen. It's brilliant. Joss, MCFC, will see more of Mahrez now because he was superb. We'll wait and see. Hi, Randy. How are you, football fan chat? You all right? Luke Chadwick, can Phil Foden be the next David Silva? It could be David and more, according to Pep Guardiola. James Perry, City B team to win the league, according to Mourinho. How are you? I'm good. What's your next game? Our next game, City's next game, Spurs. Joseph Beatty, sorry, Andy, I wasn't aware. Oh, it's getting cold. You're going to have to put in an early call for the A-team. Robert, give me some tips, says Bernard. I tell you what, Bernard, go over and watch some of these loads and loads of videos out there on sort of players who you might want to pick for, you know, get them cheap and might do really well and things. Go over and watch a few of the YouTube videos on those type of things. It might help your team, because sitting 90th is not great on the first week, but that doesn't mean say that you can't come back from that and fly up the table. You just need a couple of good weeks. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. You pick a team that you think is amazing, suddenly Pep Guardiola don't pick one of them, and then suddenly you've lost points there. And there are some bargains to be had out there. J-Hope, 18th place. Well done, mate. I can't remember what I was in. Sane 12th? I can't remember. But I had a decent thing. I had was it 89 points or something like that? English Mastiff is on. Hi, how are you, buddy? Abhishek, can I participate? Yeah, you can join anytime you like. Like I said, there's only one. Somebody said, oh, I don't think I'll bother. There's only one game gone. I've seen people go right up the tables, 3-4 games into it. So, yeah, still loads of time to join in. Just go over and watch the video on there. Go over and watch the video this morning on the final on the week 1 table that Kiam put out, and at the end of it, it gives you the code again to go and join. So yeah, absolutely, you can still join. What's everyone's fantasy team? Go over and watch the video. EF Productions, holiday mate, 45 degrees. Watched the Community Shield out there. Found a nice little boozer with some Liverpool fans. Bet that was enjoyable, mate. Blondie says, Bernardine, I went eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hey, sometimes that's just can be as good as us trying to be professionals and pick the best teams. Foden will be better than Silver in my opinion. You reckon, Joseph? Fully, Naresh Kumar. Going with only 3 centre-backs will always be a risk, but no worry, Pep is genius, can play Fernandinho or Walker at centre-back. I don't think there's any issue at centre-back, if I'm honest. Joss MCFC, can I captain Sterling against Spurs? You can do whatever you like, mate. You're talking about fantasy football, you can do whatever you like, buddy. Joseph Beatty, we need Sancho back. What? Luke Chadwick, can Leroy come fitter and stronger? We'll wait and see. Normally with these ACL injuries, they say that if Dr. Kugat's involved, you only have to look at Kevin De Bruyne. Sometimes with the transplants and things that they do nowadays, they definitely can come back and the knee can be a lot stronger. But it's still a long time out and he's going to have to work really hard. Football for I'm 78th in your league. Had Alisson, Jota and Kante in my team. Never mind, I had Jota in my team. But this season, I am not playing any Liverpool players, any United players. I'm just not doing it. So I'll go with what I've got, and I'll try and pick players without any Liverpool. I won't go for the Salahs and the Alissons and the Manes. And I'm just not going down that route. I'm picking my team solely no rags, no dippers in my team. I'm not having it. So where I finish, I'll finish. Last season I did pick a couple of Liverpool players on occasions, but definitely no rags in my team. Hi Andy, hi Sam Jarvis. Phil Neville, if it's a millimetre, it's offside, so tough. Well, I guess, Bernard, it is what it is. You know, we can all complain about it and go, well, it's a millimetre. I agree with you, the sentiments, but you know, if that's the way it's going to be, we have to accept it. So we'll get decisions go our way and decisions go the other way. So it's Brandon Wallace, High Blues, Abikam, Abdullahi, Man City is inside my blood. I'm Hakeem from Nairobi, Kenya. Well done to you, mate. Once it's in, it's in. That's it. There's no going back. No one will be better than David Silva or David the Magician Silva. No, I mean, nobody's to me, he's the greatest player I've seen in my lifetime. Blondie says, welcome Abdullahi. Kiam's on. Happy Monday, everyone. Fantasy football code is, and there you go, X-Ray Lima Victor Alpha 6 Echo. My eeny meeny was useless. Jerry Gal Bernard, wait till it happens to them rags, it'll all be wrong. I'm rejoining the league. There you go, mate. You've got 37 games to go. Benigners and Rashford and Salah saved me for the Fantasy Premier League. Bubblegum didn't play. What a bummer. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. La Ciel Bleu, hello, tout le monde. How are you, mate? You well? Bernard, Kiam's been coaching me. I'll bounce back. Kiam, was that a reference to the band? Joseph, saving bubblegum for the Lily Whites. Fully Naresh Kumar, Sane injury, blessing in disguise. Not going to Bayern now. We're going to talk about Bayern shortly, fully. James Perry, Alisson's injury is apparently worse than first thought. Never like to see any play footballer. Not, you know, that's your job at the end of the day. Regardless of how much money they make, I don't want to see any player get seriously injured. I'll be honest with you. We're not dippers. We don't come out and we're not the Liverpool Echo and the Anfield Rap and all the others that post absolute nonsense. We're not that way. So I don't like to see any player get a serious injury. English Mastiffs, Chelsea reserves team got a reality check by the Rags. Yeah, I mean, I watched bits of the first half and Chelsea were very, very good. Should have scored 2. But then just sort of faded away. And then once they got their second, it was game over. Dudley Lewis, hi Andy, how are you? Carl Blundell, hi mate. See City dominating the league and Spurs getting second, Liverpool third and Man United fourth, you reckon? Spurs won't finish above Liverpool. Joss, MCFC, hi Andy, nice haircut by the way. Thank you mate. Afternoon, no, it's ready for it. It's actually ready. Look, you can see my my fade's going. I'll have to go for a little bit of a trim this week, I think, if I'm being honest. Afternoon all, hope everyone is good. Scott Williams, how are you mate? My team is blah 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 blah. I'm not reading all that out. Bailey Bassan, I think we need a new penalty taker. Is Aguero missing a lot? Hey, let's not jump on it. Manchester is blue. Hi Andy, how are you? I'm very good mate, how are you? Craig Forrest, what's with Culinary's pens? Let's lay off Culinary's pens. Football fan chat predictions for Super Cup, not interested in the slightest. EF Productions, whoa, is the fantasy on the Sun Fantasy app or the Premier League one? It's the Premier League fantasy football. So go and join it now, mate. You've got the code there that Kiam's put up. So no, not the Sun one. Won't do that. Won't touch the Sun. But it's the official Premier League one. Football fan chat, thoughts on our game? Crap performance from us. I said worse than in my view. Yeah, I thought you were pretty dominant. I must admit, I commented on Twitter, I think, watching the first sort of like 35 minutes of the game, and then I just got bored of it because it was like watching under 8s on your Sunday morning on a park somewhere. It was just like nobody could keep the ball for like 3, 4, 5 passes, and it was, when you used to watching Man City and just like slick passing, or I think you watched that. It was just embarrassing. It was just like give the ball away, give the ball. It was like watching the Benny Hill show or a game of tennis. You were like that. I mean, great for the neutral, but yeah, I turned it off. I didn't even bother watching the second half. Liverpool 4, Chelsea 1, Super Cup. Not interested in the slightest. Dominus Earth, hey Andy, how are you? Brandon Wallace, no need to get worried about the Rags battering Chelsea. United always start the season well, yeah. Do you not like TAW? I don't know what that means. Is that the Anfield Rap? No, bunch of fucking bellends. EF Productions, Liverpool fans on Sane. I hope he never plays again. Well, there you go. That says it all about the likes of the Anfield Rap and everyone else that is associated with Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool 5, Chelsea 1, Super Cup prediction. Nice beard, and piss off. You're going in the dungeon very soon, very, very soon. Those nasty City fans beating up that young Liverpool fan. Good job, Salah looked after him. Yeah, did you see the actual... did you actually see the real tweet where he'd actually been on his bike and crashed into a lamppost while he was trying to wave to Salah? And fair play to Salah, he stopped and came across and gave him a photograph. But, Liverpool fans, what did they do? Start lying, saying it was City fans beating him up. What, in Toxteth or Highton or where Crosby or wherever he was driving to Melwood. They're just a sad bunch of cult fans. They're horrendous. So it was good to see somebody posting the actual facts of what really happened. Joss MCFC, Andy, I've been a City fan since 1997 from Papua New Guinea, but the scums and scousers still call me a plastic fans. Why is that? Joss MCFC, Papua New Guinea, PNG. I know some people out there. I've trained a few people from Papua New Guinea, from your national airline. So even though you ditched that one in the island, just off the island, not so long ago, I think it was 737, wasn't it? Are you originally from Papua New Guinea, or have you got a job out there? That'd be really interesting to know. Plastic fan, well, at the end of the day, don't let it worry you, mate. Trend setting again. Yeah, absolutely. Carl Blundell, what's your opinion on Pickford? I think he's okay. I'll be honest with you. I think his kicking is pretty average. I don't understand why people see 18 months ago were talking about his kicking is great. I don't think it is. I think he's a great shot stopper. Yeah, he's a decent keeper, if I'm being honest. Jerry Gow, always remember you will never walk alone with schizophrenia. Bananas, ignore them, Joss. Absolutely. Who's in the Super Cup? I have no idea. If Chelsea win the Super Cup, it'll be brushed under the carpet, quick sticks. Absolutely. Wait, there's a Super Cup. Yeah, there is. It's a big Super Cup. Super Cup. Who's in the Super Cup, by the way? Manchester is blue. I think we should get Kevin De Bruyne as the penalty taker. What do you think? I'd be happy with Kevin. I mean, he put a ball on a sixpence, so give it him. But I'd stick with Sergio, if I'm honest. Why does Aguero go bottom corner every time? Does he not think, oh, come on, let's stop it with this Sergio Aguero nonsense, please? We can get into the Super Cup. It's only for we can get into the Super Cup. It's only for good teams. I think you meant can't there. Football fan chat. Serious question: who would really travel all the way to Istanbul, paying thousands of pounds to see a European Community Shield? Most of the fans there will be locals. Yeah, KDB would be a great penalty taker. I agree. Football crew show. As a City fan, you are what kit provider do you prefer? As a City fan, you are what kit provider do you prefer? Umbro, Nike, Puma. I don't know, mate. Umbro have always had classic kits for Man City, so I've got to go with Umbro. Though Puma is probably for me better than Nike as it stands at the moment. But we'll wait and see. Puma could then put out a right load of crap kits next year, and everyone will be really angry with it. But Umbro classic kits, you can't go past those. Dominic Sears thinks Nike. No chance. Scott Williams, anyone heard the rumours they are recalling carriers from his loan? One rule for one and another for everyone else. Do we really care? Any Super Cup without City just isn't. It just isn't a Super Cup. United versus Chelsea was a good game for the neutral. United weren't great, but still beats 4-0. We were good for the first 20 minutes, yeah. I was complimenting you, mate. Who are you complimenting? Football channel, what's wrong with them? With who? United and Chelsea was a Sunday league game. It was just awful to watch. I had to turn it off. I got that frustrated, I must admit. I got that frustrated. Even my missus came in and my missus sat on the sofa. She watches City, obviously, all the games, but even she came in going like that. What is wrong with these two teams? Neither of them can just hold the ball for like a minute. And it was just like, and I was the same. I was just going, another stray pass, another stray pass, another stray. And it was like 4 passes, and then, I just thought, Jesus, this is crap football to watch. I mean, obviously it was end to end, but I walked away from it because when you're watching Man City and the technical levels of Man City, and then you watch that, Jesus, I mean, it's frightening. So I didn't even bother with the second half. I only found out late last night. Went out for dinner, so I only found out what the final score was last night. So yeah, boring, rubbish. Well, I wouldn't say boring, but terrible football. LFC fans cannot keep it clean. No, they never can. Hi, Andy from Montreal. How are you? Think Maris played better last game. Sammy El Gringo, he played very, very well. And that hopefully, fingers crossed, he can keep that up because I still think I'd rather play him inside than out wide. But give him his due. He looked like a weight had been lifted off his shoulder. It was like that price tag from last year that he was not overdoing stuff or trying to just made it simple. He was a bit greedier, a bit more, I'll do this, I'll try this shot, I'll try and beat 3 players and hit it. And that's what he wanted last year. Last year, he tried to play so safe, which he sort of led to sort of like frustration. So, fingers crossed, he's had a year now training with City. It's clicked from last year. And hopefully, he can bring that form from the AFCON and certainly the game against West Ham. And hopefully next time he plays, whether he plays against Spurs or not, I'm not sure. But, let's face it, he had a very, very good game. United best player yesterday was the woodwork. Chris Pajak, Paul Machin, a complete bell ends. Well, that Pajak, I mean, Jesus, did you not see the video on social media where they just won 4-1 and it was like, oh my lord, we're top of the table, and it's like only 2 teams have played so far. And that really went down well in history, didn't it? 24 hours later, or less than 24 hours later, when City won 5-0 and were top of the league. I mean, they just set themselves up. Frightening. Ink Gatcha, hello. How are you, mate? Blondie, just welcome, mate. You're a fan, and there's no such thing as a plastic. Absolutely. EFF, I'm in the Fantasy League. Well done, mate. EF Productions, great stuff. Gundogan, our best penalty taker, says Jay Fresh. He won't play every game, so no. You can't have him down as your penalty taker because he won't play every game. Joseph BT, I can see KDB scoring 95% of penalties. I'd go with that. Carl Blundell, Edison should take pens and probably score them. We're getting into the witchy now, and it's getting a bit like, woo. Now we're getting Edison taking pens. James Perry, if we win the Champions League, do you think Sergio will leave, and who would you like to see replace him when he does leave? What, if we won it this season? No, we'd have another year. You off to the testimonial? Yes, I am. Jesus Benignism reckons James, football fan shot. You never completely spoken about this. What's the history of the start of this channel? Would be interesting. Too long, too boring. Boring. Spoke about it loads. Absolutely loads. It's boring now. That was ages ago. It was like 16 months ago. Edison penalty taker for me. I've watched him in training. He is the man. Football fan shot. What's wrong with the bunch of... I don't know what that means. Joseph Beatty, even Foden on pens, his technique is ideal. Aguero, let's not start picking on Sergio. Andy, do you think we can win the Champions League without Leroy Sane? Yes, I do. Sane be back January, hopefully before. Yeah, maybe. EF Productions, how do you all like your steak? Me, medium rare. Just bought some gorgeous flank yesterday. It's gorgeous, honestly. I go to, obviously I have a Costco card for the business, and in there they've got packs of 3 huge flanks for like 14 quid, and you chop them down into steaks, and then they're all rolled up, but they actually open up into big long steaks, and if you just do those for like 4 minutes, 5 minutes on either side, whack them in the oven for 5 minutes just to, and then leave them out for 5 minutes. Oh my lord, they are absolutely gorgeous. I guess we are so used of our team technical efficiency and proficiency, we sometimes find all these straight passes boring, even when it's City. We've come a long way. Absolutely, we have. Peaceful Decadence, hi Andy, your tactical analysis about Mahrez was great, and I agree with you. If you rewatch the last game and all the danger he provided came when he moved inside, I told you this, and I think, but it's just my point is who is he going to replace? That's the thing, because I think if he did move into an 8 role, it'd be fantastic. But we've already got KDB and potentially Bernardo Silva there and David Silva and everything else. I mean, he's a technically brilliant player. I just think out wide. But maybe he's found it. Maybe he's found it this year. Maybe he's just found it this year. That he'll be able to play wide right. And now he realises that if he comes inside and comes inside again, or drops a little deeper and comes inside, then he'll do the business, because there's no doubt he had a wonderful game. A really good game against West Ham. Football channel, great amount of content on this channel. I need more people to get involved with mine. I'll do that amount. How did Rob and Kiam get involved? How do you get more? Oh my God, Kiam. Football fan chat, how many questions do you ask? It's like 1,000 questions a vlog. Send them me on email, mate. I don't have time to, honestly. If the short ones, I'll try and answer them, but big long ones like that, you need to send them via email. And I'm sorry, I know you did send me something. I just haven't had time with business stuff. Steak well done for me, pal. And me, English Massive, just cooked mine. Yeah, I must admit, I used to like it well done when I was younger. But now as I'm getting older, it's rarer and rarer and rarer, I'm guessing. See, I think this is my lad is coming back from work. Do you think Mahrez might be more inside with someone like Walker or Cancelo overlapping? I think he's bringing, but it's the whole thing, Craig. At the expense of who? That was my question in the analysis I did on Mahrez. It was like, who is he going to replace if he comes inside? Edison on pens, we're in the twilight. So. Superior being high. I think City will look at strikers next summer. Yeah, I agree with you, Superior being. I think next season is the time for us to be, or now for moving into January and moving into next summer's transfer window. Now start looking at potential strikers. I'm still looking at the Joao Felix thing. And I'm going to say it again, I still think it's somebody we potentially will regret not signing in the future. In Gacha, who's picking on Aguero? People talking about his penalties. When's the Champions League draw? Oh, I don't know, mate. I haven't even thought about that. XX, Ollie Gaming, XXXX Gaming, XX. What is your thoughts about we didn't use Bernardo Silva in the game? Resting him, mate. Resting him, and let's face it, I think Mahrez would have played in the Community Shield, but for that medication issue. So I think he thought, well, if I had to play, if he had to play Bernardo Silva in the Community Shield and Mahrez didn't get a look in, I'll play him in the first game. And that's the trust that Pep has in the players. English Mastiff Lamb Madras for me tonight. Ooh, we went out for a curry last night. There was obviously lamb involved. Come in. 14 quid is a steal for that. Yeah, oh God, yeah, absolutely. Absolute steal. There were, I'm not kidding, there were A4 paper size, 3 of them, all, and that was rolled up. So as soon as you chop them, you can chop them down into 4 big ones and put them in a bag, freeze them. So you'll get, 12 big steaks out of them. But when you cook them, because it's flank, they roll out. So they go into, I don't know, hand size, rather than them all being rolled up. They go into like a hand size. If you just do them nice and slowly, oh man, just absolutely. Jamie Oliver always says that flank is one of the best steaks you can have if you cook it right, because it's cheap, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and it is gorgeous. I like my steak uncooked. Well, you like it raw. Any uncooked steak eaters are in danger of attack. Ooh, can't afford steak, corned beef. Oh, mate, corned beef hash. I love making corned beef hash. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. One of my favourite sort of winter, certainly winter time. But even now, I'd eat corned beef hash every day of the week. I love it. How do you like your spam? I don't like spam. Grilled spam? No thanks. Bernard didn't even remember Alex Stepney taking pens for United and laughing when he missed and having to leg it back. In fairness, he had a good scoring record. Superior beam. I've been saying the same thing about Mahrez, just off the striker. In the middle, he'd be lethal, can do Davi's job. Yeah, could potentially do, but we've got Phil Foden there. Joseph, be careful, fella. Who's your favourite Man City better? Did you mean player? Better? Wavy Jordan? I already emailed you, Andy. You can send when you're free, no problem. No, it's okay, mate. I've just been so busy the last few days, mate. I'll email you back. I promise you I will do. Spamming batter, my young kid's favourite. Oh, no, not for me. They used to do that in the chippy, didn't they? We're going to do a Man City Players Dinners Challenge now. Are we going to do a Man City Players Dinners Challenge now? What does that mean, Benignism? Josh, Walker had his best game last match against Hammers. He stepped up his game. Is it because it wouldn't surprise me, Josh? It would not surprise me if that's certainly just exactly what Pep was asking for. Bit of competition. Made him really up his game, didn't it? Bernard, yes, in batter. Yum. Afternoon, all section 20s on. I haven't sent your thing yet, but I will send it tomorrow. I've just been a bit busy today. KDB is caviar. Monty Python spam sketch. Spam Wellington is lovely. Spam Wellington? What? Ink Gacha, when is your next live stream? I have to go, but I'll be back for the next live vid tomorrow, mate. 4 o'clock, always. You sound like a bit of a Chef Joseph. Spam Wellington. Are you kidding? Scott Williams, are you saying that Joseph sounds like a bit of a chef for making Spam Wellington? What is that all about? Mobo, I've noticed Guerrero favourite side is on his right. Most goalkeepers have caught on. He did the same against Tottenham, penalty on the right. Brandon Rowley, what do you think we will do with Sane? Not a lot, because he's injured. My dog gets steak. I'm on pot noodle. Your dog needs steak. But pizza's the best. Love a spicy pizza. I like a spicy pizza. I'll be true to that. Click the bell notification, mate. Andy is on nearly every day. Absolutely. I think he knows. He's been on before. Craig Forrest, did you not agree that Pep has got more at his disposal this season than before to be able to finally have no restraints due to injuries or not getting signings? That's a different question to what you said on your vlog. The podcast, sorry. The podcast you were talking about that you agree that 3-5-2 is going to be Pep's formation, and I disagree with that, and that's what I said below. And then Rob gave his on the podcast, his 3-5-2 formation didn't include Fernandinho or Rodri in that. Played Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne in the middle. Ain't gonna happen ever. What's the point signing £60 million of Rodri to replace Fernandinho and not play either in the team? Pep is not going to play 3-5-2, I'm telling you now. The players like Cancelo was brought in solely to give pressure to Walker. Walker was brought in solely because Zabaleta was too old. Mendy was brought in solely because Kolarov was too old. Laporte was brought in because Di Michaelis was too old. John Stones was brought in to replace Mangala. We have Vinny Company still there. Pep is not going to play a 3-5-2 as in the majority of games. He's going to stick with a 4-3-3 and he might change it up, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. He might just change it up for the odd game like he did against Liverpool and maybe in the Champions League on occasions, but he's certainly not going to buy those players solely for a 3-5-2. Why would you have, and this is my thing with people who say 3-5-2, why would you possibly have in a team that completely dominates possession, why would you then drop one of your midfielders or forwards to have 3 centre-backs? Don't make any sense whatsoever. You got 3 centre-backs like that. I'll tell you what, I'll just pass it out there. I'll pass it to you. Or you pass it to me and I'll pass it to you. And then we'll pass it between the 3 of us now. And all 3 of us are like that together. Just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None whatsoever. We would not lose that midfield domination going forward into the forward line in the final third by adding another 3rd centre-back. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe against the really counter-attacking teams like Liverpool, totally agree, maybe. But as a standard 3-5-2, no chance whatsoever. No, ain't happening. But that's my thoughts. I might be totally wrong and you can shoot me down all you like. But 3-5-2 definitely is not in Pep's plans. No chance. Not as a standard formation. Cheese and corned beef toasties. Ooh, never had them before. Good evening, room. Ivor Anthony, hello. How you been, buddy? I know that I think you've been away and not been too well, so I hope you're feeling a lot better now, mate. This talk ain't good for my diet. Not cheese and corned beef toasties. I've never had them before, but they sound quite nice. I love a toasty. Will Cancelo start next week? What do you think? I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. David O'Brien, I am late today. What about United turning a corner according to the media that played rubbish? I don't know about what corner they've turned. Did they not win 12 on the run and then completely imploded? God, loads of comments. I do apologise. Sugar sandwiches. That was from when I was a little boy. Lard omelettes. When will Mendy come back? Don't know. I don't think he's going to be around for the next couple of weeks, Josepho. Blondie, thanks, mate. I already have it on, but sometimes I don't work. Thanks. Sugar butties take me back. Yeah, they do when I was a kid. Hi, Bernard, says Ivor. Scott Williams, Joseph to get a slot on telly instead of Jamie Oliver, chef for the people. Who's gonna watch? Who's gonna watch a spam Wellington? But maybe Joseph can do a cooking show for my TV. Sugar butties and brown sauce butties when nothing else in there as well. Yeah, I mean, I've been there, done that. Dripping butty. Yeah, that's from a kid. English Mastiff, mate. Sugar sandwiches were the one. Also ketchup sarnies. I don't like ketchup. No. Unless they're on a hot dog. That's the only reason I like them. Thoughts on Dave's LFC chats? No idea who you're talking about. Do you think the City squad can win the quadruple? Yeah, possibly. I enjoyed the podcast, says Blondie to Craig Forrest. Well done, mate. It was very, very good. Very, very good podcast. Really interesting. Can't beat condensed milk butty. Oh, God, condensed milk. Tripe butties in vinegar. Oh, no, English Mastiff. No. Just no. No. It's wrong. I used to give tripe to my dog when I was a kid. No, I definitely wouldn't eat it. Crisp butties. You can't beat crisp butties. We've had this conversation before, section. Which flavour? Salt and vinegar or cheese and onion? Sine Yusuf, why Bernardo Silva don't play West Ham game? He's better than this Mahrez. Well, he wanted to rest him, mate, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not the manager. I'm not Pep Guardiola. I can only guess that he expected Mahrez to play in the Community Shield, but then with this medication issue, he couldn't, so he had to play Bernardo Silva. Remember, we've got to rotate. Why quadruple? You mean quadruple? Anything is possible with this City team, absolutely. Super noodle butties. I love super noodles, but not butter. I've never had them on a butties. Banana butties, Jerry Gow. Now you're talking. Hope Pep tells Raheem not to put those shoulder pads in his shirt. Very good, Bernard. Ming-Yi Wong, having a Wigan pie, me tonight. Wow, well done. Turkey Twizzlers. Turkey Twizzlers, yeah. Section, Chris Butties, yum, absolutely. Sounds good, Ming. Hope all is good. Peanut butter, I love peanut butter. I don't have it that often, I'll be honest with you. Joseph, turkey, never knew what one was till I was about 16. I always thought super noodles were slang for Anfield rats. Super being Marmite and mayo toasties. I don't like Marmite. No, don't like it. Yes, Scott. Oh, well, mate. Tried cheese and corned beef toasted. I'm telling you, I've never had it, but I love corned beef. Absolutely love it. Obviously, I buy loads of it if I'm going to shove it in a corned beef hash, but I'm going to try that. Corned beef and cheese. Never tried that one before. Try it. Right, lineup and prediction time. Yes, we're going to go for that, and then we're going to go through the last little bit of bits and pieces. It's not a lot around. Hi, Andy. Enjoyed your podcast, lad. Want mine, mate? It was Rob's. How can I join your league? Go back up. I don't know whether Kiam's still on. If he is, can you just post that link again? Go on the Premier League Fantasy Football. And just he has posted it in the chat up above. I don't know whether I can find it now because mine will only scroll back so far. Or if you watch after this video, if you want to watch the video about the first week, at the end of the video Kiam's put out about the Fantasy Football League, it gives you the code again, so go and watch that. Wigan kebab meat pie, cheese pie, steak pie on a stick. Andy, I have a suggestion about Raw. Can I talk about it? If you want to, go ahead. But in the description below, if it's anything specific, Rob runs the podcast Raw, not me. So, but if you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome. Can you name 11 baldy-headed City players starting with the goalkeeper? I've tried up to now, struggling with baldy players who play for City. From workplace, hi Andy, everyone. Hi Leonard, you all right? First time cooking show film from a dungeon, I suppose. That's where it's going to end up, yeah. Mobo, you should try a top-of-the-range protein French baguette, braised sheep's tripe, pig's gallbladder, topped with poached goat's eyes. Sanini, I think Pep will play 3-5-2 in the Champions League, as that's what he wants. Disagree. Blue ribbon butties, hey. Hey. There you go. Kiam's just posted something. Everything you need to know with the links to the video. Salt and vinegar for me. Yeah, me too. Bernardo. Ooh, sorry. Bernardo over Mahrez. You reckon Afdelin's skills? It's a big corner. The Rags have got to get round. Don't worry about the Rags. Lucky finished top 4. Felt bad for John Makin on the cheesy video. I haven't seen that one. I must admit, I haven't seen Cheesy's video yet. Craig Forrest, podcast was a blast. Cheers, Rob and Andy. Do you think Sane or Sterling play striker or Sterling over Sane? United are back. Treble winners Steve McMahon. Let me keep on thinking. Section. I can't have it. My lads and my wife won't eat it. It's my favourite. And you know what I've got next to me, next to the back garden? Calves. Calf's liver is my favourite all time dinner. I have it when I go to what's it called, restaurant not far from here, what's it called, the nutcase, curly hair, black hair, oh god, his name's gone out my mind, classic French guy but English, nutcase. Oh god, can't remember his name. But anyway, they do it brilliantly. They're absolutely brilliant. Marco Pierre White, sorry, that was his name. Turkey dinosaur. On the 3-5-2 formation, isn't it a 5-3-2 the reason why Cancelo's brought in? 3-5-2, 5-3-2, it's the same thing. It makes no difference. It's just spinning stuff, formations around. Like I said at the end of the comment I made below the podcast, I think it's fluid with Pep's system. I don't think you can really define it because we've seen Walker come inside into midfield, we've seen Zinchenko come into midfield and people drop around him like Rodri drops back with Laporte and with... So it's very difficult to say, but I really don't think it's a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 if I'm being honest, and that's just my opinion. Love liver and onions, yes, so do I. Onion is Satan's food. It's gorgeous. Liver pate. Oh, God. I know, I hate to say it on here. Kidneys, gorgeous. Liver and kidneys, gorgeous, Bernard. What are you on about? Liver, yuck. No chance, gorgeous. If it's cooked properly. Not like when your mum used to cook it for you when you were 10. It was awful. Pierre White, yes, it was. It was so sad to watch, still obviously wrecked. Raw, rabbit's liver. I've done the survival course in Brecon. Actually, I've done similar thing, but not in Brecon. I did it down with the Navy, down in Cornwall. Nutcase, black hair, curly, Kevin Keegan. Bobby McDonald, Trevor Winners, does he class as bald? Liver is awful, it is. Very, very good. Right, okay, so lineups then. Going to ask you the question, and then I'm going to go through just a little bits of news. There's a little bit of news on Leroy Sane, a little bit of news on Pep Guardiola and Vinny's testimonial. We'll look a little bit on Muric, Raheem Sterling's new £100 million potential contract with Nike Air Jordan, and then yeah, that's it. So I think it's fairly obvious who's starting in net for Man City on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. Away you go. And is anyone going to post anything different? Edison. Jaws. Edison, Joe Hart, Corrigan or McRae. Bob, are you watching Salford and Leeds? Nope. Bravo. Joseph, oh. Right, okay, I think we all know. Right, now this is it now. Right back, because it's going to be another 4. It'll be a 4, I'm telling you now. So, right back, does Walker keep his place or does Cancelo come in? Walker. Scott Carson. Walker. You think Cancelo will come in for the Spurs games? Sanini and Superior being. Danilo's gone, I'd say. Walker. Give Cancelo a blast. Walker. 2 changes, Guerrero and Bernardo. Stop it, Peter Curry. No change down this same back 4. No, wait. We're asking Tony Buck. Cancelo not ready. Walker, Cancelo coming on as sub. Save. It wouldn't surprise me, I think, after, 10 days of training, it wouldn't surprise me if Cancelo does actually come on at some point and we do see a little bit of him. But I'm with you guys, most of you. I think Walker's going to start. So, centre-backs, are we sticking with the same 2? So, give me your 2 centre-backs. Are we going Laporte, Stones again, or are we going to bring somebody else in? Laporte, Stones, sticking. Laporte, Stones, Laporte, Stones, Laporte, Stones. Stones and Laporte, Laporte, Stones, Laporte, Stones, Laporte, Otamendi. Superior being, you drop John Stones. Wow. Mish says you drop John Stones as well. Wow. Scott Williams, you do the same. Otamendi and Stones, what can't be right. You won't drop Laporte. He had a wonderful game. Same as Saturday. Yeah, okay. All right, so John Stones, basically. Laporte and Stones all day long, says Kiam. Muric and John, says Benignism. Stones put in a 10 out of 10. Stones was superb. Very, very good. I thought Laporte was even better. I thought Laporte was brilliant. Drop Laporte, you mental. Yeah, I know. Stones still has a mistake. Yeah, but all centre-backs do. I mean, it gets highlighted so much. You know, Kane's a donkey, he won't touch the ball for 90 minutes. Kane will eat Stones alive. You reckon? Don't know about that. Okay, so left back. Will Mendy be fit? I doubt it. Are we giving Zinchenko another game, or are we going to bring Angelino in? Over to you. Or if you want, Cancelo at left back. Zinchenko, Zinky, Zinny, Zinchenko, Zinny, Zinky, Zinny, Zinchenko. Play 6 at the back just to annoy Zinchenko, Cancelo, Zinky, Curly Watts. KDB's brother, Zinchenko. Yeah, it looks like Zinchenko. I think it'll start. So I don't think there'll be any difference with the keeper in the back 4. I think it's fairly simple. Now, moving on, because we're going to play 4-3-3, because that's what I think he'll play. Anyway, I don't care whether you think it's 3-5-2, 5-3-2, 3-4-2, 1-6-7-8, 9-10. I don't care. 4-3-3 is a standard formation. So, does Rodri retain his place? Now, Fernandinho has had 2 weeks of training, or do we see Fernandinho coming back against Spurs? Rodri next. Rodders, just join what we're doing. Zinc, Rodri, De Bruyne. No, I asked you for 1, Paul. Rodrigo. No, just 1, I'd say. Rodrigo, Gundogan. No, stop posting 3 different things. I asked you, is he going to play Rodri or is he going to play Fernandinho? Rodri. Dave, Dino, Fernandinho, Rodri, Ferner all day, Fernandinho, Ferner, Rodri, Ferner, Rodri, Soz boss, it's all right. Def stick with Rodri for now. Rodri then. Rodri, Dave, Ilkay, no, Sane, you're missing the question. Ferner, Rodri, ease, Ferner back in, says Kiam, Ferner. No choice, go. God, I tell you what, that surprised me. That has really surprised me. Wow. Yeah, no, I think Dave means Silva. Why would you play David Silva in a central defensive midfield role? Rodri and Leitzel for Ferner. Wow, you guys have really, really surprised me, because that's a real mixture there. Some of you are actually thinking, drop Rodri for Fernandinho. Interesting. Yes, we do. Iana, sorry, you've just come a bit late. We're just going through each position. Who do the subscribers of Man City Fan TV think should be playing? And we've just got up to the central defensive midfield role. And I asked, is it going to be Rodri or Fernandinho? And it's been a real mixture, an absolute real mixture. So, wow, that surprises me, because I personally, I'd stick with Rodri. Bit of, you know, he's tall, but any balls in the air up against Ndombele, he's physical, likes a battle. I know Fernandinho does, don't get me wrong. But Interesting. For me, I'd stick with Rodri, but he could just say, look, you've had a run of games in pre-season, you've had a couple of starts, Community Shield against West Ham, and bringing back Ferner for this big game because it is a big game. It's against Spurs, so interesting, very interesting. Iana Morant, I'd stay with Fernandinho. Right, okay, so bit of a split there between the fans on Man City Fan TV. Right, so we've got two players playing ahead of him in the three. So it's either Rodri or Fernandinho, and it's a real split between the two. So which two? Obviously, I'm assuming everyone, just tell me, Kevin De Bruyne, just put KDB. KDB keeps his place. Yes? No, I don't want two players. KDB keeps his place. KDB. No, I don't want two players. KDB keeps his place. KDB. Right, okay. So I think we know. Kevin De Bruyne definitely keeps his place. Some people on here can't read or listen. One player, come on. Kevin. Yeah, absolutely. Right, now, does Kevin De Bruyne play with David Silva, or does he play with Phil Foden, or does he play with Bernardo Silva? David Silva, Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden. Which three does he play with? Bernardo. Rob's on. He thinks Foden. Bernardo. KDB. Bit late. Bernardo. Spanish Dave. Bernardo. David Silva. Bernardo. David. Bernardo. Pep Curveball. Foden. Bernardo. Foden. David Silva. Bernardo. David. Bernardo. Phil Foden. Bernardo. Wow, so then, if we're playing two ahead and we are playing a 4-3-3, we've got a split now, a massive split between Rodri and Fernandinho as the holding. You've got Kevin De Bruyne that you guaranteed you're all said will play. And there's a real split here between, all right, Bernardo as the main one, closely followed by David Silva, and some shouting out for Phil Foden. Bernardo will play, but he'll play David Silva. David will help break deadlock. Bernardo. So most of you are going for Bernardo Silva in a three in midfield. Okay, which leaves us the three up front then. So if you're going to put Bernardo Silva in ahead of David Silva, so what we've got at the moment is we've got Edison in goal, Walker right back, Stones, Laporte, Zinchenko, Rodri holding, KDB ahead of him with Bernardo Silva, which leaves us three up front. So my next first question to you is Sergio Aguero or Gabriel Jesus? Sergio, Jesus, Aguero. Whoa. Sorry. Jesus, Aguero, Kun, Jesus, Gabby, Kun, Sergio, Aguero, Jesus to start, Aguero, Sergio, would prefer Jesus, Kun all day, Kiam. Well, you can have him, as long as you're not playing Sterling. Jesus, sharper, Sergio, GOAT, Jesus. Would prefer Jesus, but it'll be Aguero, 50-50. Wow, that surprised me again. That's a real split down the middle as the striker. Wow, Aguero all day long. I'd take Aguero. I would. I'll be honest with you. Samaras. That's really shocked me because I think now that he's had 2 weeks in training, it wouldn't surprise me if he keeps Gabby because let's face it, Gabby had a really good game. Both Jesus on the left. Wow, Karadi. I'm glad it's 50-50. Shows how good. Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting trying to work out what you guys really think. So, it shows that. I mean, that's good news because what that shows you is that you guys who are City fans, can it not be both? It could be both. No, don't get me wrong. I can't just go on every single person's formation, different players. I'm only giving mine so that you can decide. Now it could be because Gabby could play on the left, Sergio could play striker, and we could have Sterling on the right. We can do. I understand that. I'm just saying if we were to pick something similar to last week or Sunday or Saturday, sorry. If you had a choice, who would you pick? And it's great to see that people are really indecisive when it comes to Aguero or Gabby, because that shows you that Gabby did really, really well against West Ham. For me, I'd always start with Aguero if he's fit. But that's brilliant news, because we've got a young lad who is now, according to you lot, pushing Sergio 50-50 for a starting place at the moment. So, wow. Come for the fear factor, Gabby, for the last 20 minutes. I'm with you with that, Scott. Sterling, Sergio, and Mara. Scott Bob. Jesus is not good enough. Not in Cun's league. Benjamin Mulligatawny. You just have to bring food into it, don't you, Chelsea? No place for Isco. Jesus looked sharp. He did look sharp. No, I'm not saying he didn't. Playing both Sergio as well, maybe. Hey, Andy, how are you, Marcus? Isco starts every game regardless. Right, okay, so I think that was I think possibly, I don't know. I think possibly Jesus from you guys probably picked, and I didn't mark the scores, but I'm going Jesus. You're saying I'd go Sergio. You're saying Jesus. So, okay. So if we keep Gabby as our striker, who plays in the other two positions? So I'm going to give you two options now, so rather than one. I think we know Sterling will definitely be one. Who's the other one going to be? Good, thank you, Andy. Hope you're good today. I'm very good, Marcus. Jesus is not consistent enough. Every time thinks he's arrived, he's gone missing. Not sure what Pep's thinking yet. Mahrez, Oscar Bob all day long. Mahrez and Sterling, Mahrez. Wow, he keeps his position. Okay. Sterling and Bernardo, Peter Curry. So you're going to switch around that midfield and put Bernardo outright. Mahrez, Sterling and Bernardo. So you're saying the same, Sanini. Mahrez, Sterling and Foden. Sterling and Bubble Gum. Mahrez, Bernardo. Mahrez and Sterling. Jesus and Sterling. Mahrez's confidence is up. Mahrez, the Algerian king. Endobelli's a beast. Jesus under his legs. Got to give Mahrez that place. He deserves it, Andy. Well, this is the thing. Give Mahrez some confidence after his performance. Sterling and Bernardo Silva, which obviously means that we're switching around from before, so somebody else is going to have to play midfield. I can see Foden coming on, don't get me wrong. Mahrez is Sterling. Mahrez only if he's paid his cleaning lady. Brilliant. So, it looks like most of you are thinking pretty much very similar to the West Ham game. So, according to you guys, and this is you guys, your team, you're sticking with Edison, you're sticking with Walker, you're sticking with Stones on Laporte and Zinchenko as our back four. You pretty much, it was mixed between Rodri and Fernandinho was holding, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, with Mahrez out wide on the right, Gabby Jesus keeps his place, and Raheem Sterling on the left. That seemed to be the overall consensus. I know some of you said Bernardo Silva dropping in next to Kevin De Bruyne, which means David Silva is dropped, which means obviously opens up another place. So do you play Gabby on the left, Sergio up front, and Bernardo Silva on the right? That is an option. Or Sterling, Jesus and Sergio. So it just goes to show you. So it's interesting, very, very interesting. For me, I mean, it's just my opinion. I'd just go for Edison, Walker, Stones, Laporte, Zinchenko, Rodri holding, Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, and I'd stick with Mahrez on the right, Sterling on the left, and I'd bring in Sergio Aguero up front. That'd be my choice. But with Pep, we've absolutely no idea. Paul Standall says, sounds to me as though Pep wants Sterling to be Aguero's replacement. That is a great shout out, and that is something that's going to be really interesting when it comes to sort of January time next year, with Sergio having 1 year left on his contract. Will Pep actually start identifying a young striker somewhere, or will he look for a winger and think, I think Gabby and Sergio can maybe share that role? So it's going to be really interesting, very, very interesting. Why did David Silva look dead on his feet after 45 minutes a weekend? He's played a lot of football. He has played a lot of football. He played a lot of the pre-season games. Let's face it, his age, he's already sort of gone over that curve. Still has become deadly finisher. He has, as long as he keeps up. It's going to be surprises with Pep. There is how Bella's training with first team now. I'm not sure whether he's training full time. It wouldn't surprise me if he is. It wouldn't surprise me. But I don't honestly believe he'll be around the first team squad all of the time, like of Eric Garcia will be. So I think Eric Garcia will be the one that will be constantly training with the squad. I think Howard Bellis will dip in and out, and I think if he stays and doesn't go on loan, I think he'll dip in and out of training with the first team and playing for the EDS as well. First team I've taken, Gab in front of Cum, mate. Wow, yeah. Well, I wouldn't. I'll be honest with you, because for me, Aguero every single day of the week, until he has this run of 10 games, and he will do at some point, and he just looks bang out of form. And that will come with age. It comes to every striker. But for me, still, if you wanted a chance and you needed a goal, for me, it's Sergio Aguero every day of the week. But interesting to get your thoughts on who you think, because I've just done a video with Tottenham, Chris Cowling, Tottenham Fan TV, big Tottenham YouTuber, and asking sort of similar questions and asking about Eriksen. He asked me questions about Eriksen and would we take him in this team and could he fit in, and I said I doubt he'd get into this 11, very much doubt it. He'd probably get a bench place. So don't forget, that video will be coming out later in the week, a preview for Saturday's game. Right, just let's have a quick look. What news is there? Well, the news that was announced earlier is that Pep Guardiola and Roberto Martinez will take charge of the star-studded squads at Vincent Kompany's Testimonial, which is great news. So Guardiola is going to have the Man City Legends team, and Roberto Martinez is responsible for the Premier League All-Stars. So I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a great evening. I can't wait for it. Pep says to have the opportunity to manage the Man City Legends for this game is an honour and a privilege for me. He said Vincent's place in the pantheon of City greats is secure, and for me to have the chance to be so involved in his testimonial really means a lot. It was immediately clear to me when taking over at City just how important Vincent was to this particular football club. He says everyone has already told me about his impact, but when I began working with him I quickly realised the magnitude of his contribution. He was the leader in the dressing room and an inspiration on the field. For a decade, he was the soul of the football club. The City fans know better than me how much he means, but from my perspective, he could not have done more to help us achieve success in my time here. He deserves all the respect and admiration we can give him, and I hope this testimonial goes some way to helping him realise how much we admire and appreciate his contribution to Manchester City. Martinez echoed the sentiments by saying, I am honoured to be involved in this special milestone in Vincent's career. He is a role model in Belgium football and also a whole, and his leadership, commitment and excellence in his work makes him a very unique footballer who has inspired and will continue to inspire many a dressing room. He truly deserves this celebration on the occasion of his testimonial, and I'm very much looking forward to being part of it. So that's wonderful news. We're going to have Pep Guardiola versus Roberto Martinez. So it should be a brilliant evening at Vinny's testimonial. And I, for one, can't wait for it. Absolutely buzzing to see Vinny back, even though his start to the season with Anderlecht hasn't been so good. Hi Andy, big shout out to people celebrating Eid today. Eid Mubarak, everyone. Eid Mubarak. Mark Hughes, what was that? Play the Blonde Beauty. Joey Barton for some comedic value. Did Manga pass his MOT? Right, well, we'll talk about Manga. And that is this is an article today in Sport Witness, and it says, one of Britain's most expensive defenders ever. The years have not been kind to eloquent Mangala since his arrival at Man City. Centre-back has arrived with a lot of promise from Porto, but a series of unimpressive displays as well as significant injuries mean he's far from the first team at the Etihad these days. In fact, Pep Guardiola is willing to let him go on a free, and it seems a return to former club Valencia is now on the cards. However, Plazo Deportivo claim from a regional radio that Mangala will become a Valencia player this week, so long as he passes a rigorous medical examination first. And what they've done is they've brought in an expert. The Frenchman has spent, obviously, years on the sideline at Everton and Manchester City, but basically what they've done is they've brought in an external medical advisor called Tono Maestro, and he should be the one that actually assess in full Mangala's fitness to be able to be sold, and the medical will take place at Begona de Gijon today, and everything depends on the outcome. So as it stands at the moment, Mangala is supposedly having a medical right now or today on his move, but he's going to have to be assessed. And I said that to you the other day in the live vlogs. I think there is something seriously wrong with his fitness, and that's the reason why he's not been sold on. But it looks like City are going, oh my God, you know, just get rid of him, just go, because we could have him for this year contract, just hanging around. Deadwood, maybe, I don't know. So fingers crossed he passes it, he can move on with his career. Whether he lasts or whatever, we'll wait and see. So let's just go back quickly. Red Bunny is in training with Newport. What a slide down the ranks. Yeah, that is. What's the latest with signing injuries? Heard it's not as bad. No, I don't know, mate. I think it's still bad. Red card just after he got on the field. That'll be a comedic break. That's Barton. See, I told you yesterday. Bought me a coffee and sandwich. Top lad. Really? Wow. What else have we got on here? Oh, this is the other news on Håkon Evjen, if that's how you pronounce it. And it says, again, while big name signings are often the order of the day at Manchester City, there's also been a real push to sign young talent in recent years. City are a club looking to develop youth from within, and that's often seen them hoovering up talent around Europe for their youth ranks and loaning them out to develop. It's a strategy they've been sticking with, and the latest who could be scooped up into the Etihad vacuum is Norwegian talent Håkon Evjen, according to Het Lastast News, if that's the way you want to pronounce it. The 19-year-old is on City's radar after hitting 6 goals in 14 games this season. However, and this is interesting, they're facing stern competition for his signature from Vincent Kompany and his new club Anderlecht. They're very keen on the youngster. Technical director Frank Arneson has launched a charm offensive to secure his signature, and he recently flew out to watch the player in action, while Evjen was also visited Belgium and has also spoken to Vincent Kompany. The view is that the 19-year-old has a potential star for the future. He'd like to secure him now. This is Vincent Kompany, while it's affordable. The problem is that City, as well as Ajax, are lurking in the background, and it remains unclear whether Anderlecht can get the deal done because of these two big clubs being involved. However, Manchester City would likely to be the glamorous club for him, although Ajax's record of developing youth talent, as we know, would also be a draw. Given the English window is now closed, City can't move anyway, although they may look to get the deal done, immediately loan him out to partner club Girona, which is something they've done in the past, or alternatively, what they can do in the City group is get Girona to sign him, as they know they're still in the window at this moment in time, and then it makes it simple for the deal to be done. Now, it could be that City sign him, or Girona sign him under the City group, and then loan him back to Anderlecht. Not to annoy Vinny, because I'm sure if you've got the likes of Ferran and Cheeky that going, no, we want him, we want this, blah, 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 blah. You don't want to annoy Vinny, come on. He's our ex-captain. But maybe they'll use, because we can't obviously sign him now for City, maybe they'll use Girona to sign him and then say to Vinny, look, you can have him on loan for a year. We'll see how it goes. So we'll see on that one. That's just another young kid. Right, what else have we got on here? Ever thought doing a live stream United stand? Huh? No. All out war, that'll be. Top bins. You're so late. I thought you would pick Gareth Barry. Very good. Right, what other news have we got? Rumours are German club Bayern Munich are interested in signing Ivan Perisic. Now, obviously, Sane has got this ACL, but after Bayern were in for Sane, and as we know, all the crap that went on with him, it looks like Bayern will pay potentially. It says the news here is that Bayern have pursued other avenues and are now nearing a season-long loan for signing of Perisic from Inter Milan, according to Bild. The Bundesliga champions will pay £4.63 million loan fee for the winger and have an option to buy for £18.52 million at the end of the season. Croatian completed a medical this morning and has told Bild, "Yeah, I just had the medical checkup. I'll do my best." So looks like they're not cutting strings. They're not cutting ties with Sane. They've got somebody in now for a year to cover the potential pursuit of Leroy Sane. So we'll wait and see. I no doubting this will come back again. I absolutely will come back again. But Perisic for sausage and a €10 note, that's their limit. Marcus says, "Andy, I found a guy on YouTube who does his own Soccer Saturday like Sky Sports. Would you do anything like that?" I don't have time, mate, because I'm going to the game. So the fastest players never get back. That's 100% speed after ACL. Worrying. Could be very worrying. Last couple of bits of news today then is Raheem Sterling has been offered a £100 million deal by Nike in a unique boot endorsement. I mean, the money that is being spoken about. Never mind his wages, and it's frightening. Reports are saying that he's been offered a lucrative boot deal to be the new face of Air Jordan football boots. The Telegraph, no doubt, I think is it James Ducker? It may be, I don't know. I've not seen the article. Says the England forward is mulling over an agreement worth £100 million. Air Jordan operate under the umbrella of Nike Corporation, have never previously marketed football boots. Sterling's current boot deal with Nike is due to expire in a year's time, and the sportswear brand are keen to cash in on the star's commercial value. The 24-year-old is shot to prominence for his off-field conduct as much as his performances on it after speaking out against racism and sport last year. Nike dedicated a whole campaign to Sterling following his comments on the media portrayal of black athletes in the light of him being racially abused in the match at Chelsea. So Air Jordan only moved into football a year ago with branding on the kit of Paris Saint-Germain, but now wants Sterling as the poster boy for what would be one of the most lucrative boot deals ever in football history. It's just frightening. Sterling already endorses Microsoft as well as Nike, has also been targeted by Gillette and clothing brand H&M. These are in addition to his £300,000 a week contract. I'm not sure he's on that much. Where he's fast becoming one of the top players in the Premier League. He netted a hat-trick against West Ham and he's captained his country before, so the offers will just keep rolling in and rolling in. Unbelievable amounts of money, frightening amounts of money. £100 million for a boot deal. Wow. I mean, that could be 5 years, £20 million a year, which dwarfs his actual footballing salary. And then he's got all this other stuff. I mean, good luck to the kid. I mean, absolutely good luck to him. But the money is madness, absolute madness this day and age. What we got here? The internet is a bit lagging there. Modern day football is going to struggle on a petty 100 million breadline money, I know. Do a live stream with United stand? No thanks. English football, Algerian Messi. Ronaldo is going to throw a hissy fit over his Sterling deal. It could well do. Absolutely, it could do. Good afternoon, Glen Mountain. We're about to go. So you joined in really late, but you can watch this back. And the last little bit of news is that Aaron Muric looking for safe pair of hands for Nottingham Forest. And this is in Nottinghamshire Live. And they're basically saying that Muric looked a safer pair of hands at Leeds than he did on his debut. That's for sure. It says, I was interested to see how the young keeper would react to his errors in the 2-1 defeat against West Brom on the opening day of the season, wondering if they might have knocked his confidence. When you join a new club, you want to impress straight away. You want to impress the manager, your new teammates and the fans in the stands. The expectation around Muric was very high too because he'd arrived on loan from Manchester City. He would really have wanted everyone to be talking about a wonder save or two after his first match, but instead he was being talked about for his 2 mistakes against the Baggies, which must have been hard. But it doesn't look like it's affected him, judging by his performance at Ellen Road. There was still a couple of times he didn't make the right call, but he looked far better, and there wasn't much he could have done about their goal. It was really important for him to put in an improved, more confident display, because goalkeepers can either spread confidence or confusion throughout the team. The players in front of the keeper need to have faith in him, and Muric is displaying the 1-1 draw will give his teammates that belief that he can be relied on when he's needed. So, well done to Aaron Muric. Putting it behind you, he's going to learn, he's going to make mistakes, but there's no doubt in his talent. He's superb. So, no Forest fans moaning this week. I should know I'm surrounded by him. There you go. I've signed a deal with Dunlop. I get a pair of Green Flash for 15 quid. Andy's done perfectly well himself. Section. What's a Green Flash? What? Dunlop Green Flash? Do the Green Flash come with laces or you got investing? Forest Flasher. This ain't friggin' London. Got to remember, Forest have signed 12 new players. It's not news. Absolutely. I mean, the kid's only a baby. He's going to learn. I mean, he's probably 8 or 9 years off where he should be at the top of his game. So, you know, the kid will do perfectly fine. I think he was well thought of at Manchester City. It just wasn't obviously the right time for him. So, why do you keep asking me about the United stand, mate? I don't watch it. Karam Rashid, I'm a City fan. What have I got? Why would I watch the United stand? Bernard, go now. Roberto, I was just surprised by 100 million. Still need an answer. I don't know who you're questioning. Are you sponsored by the United stand? Clearly he is. He must be. I don't know why he keeps going on about United. Who cares about United? Yeah, exactly. Go over and follow them. Tell you what, Karam, go over and follow the United stand and say, will you do a podcast or a live vlog with Andy from Man City Fan TV? See what their answer is. Andy, the new goal. Oh no, please, no. I wind the United stand up all the time. They love me. Well, listen, guys. That's it for today. A massive roundup. Got talked through all sorts today. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's come on the live vlog. Don't forget, Andy, I'm a City fan. Why you keep going on about the United stand then, mate? You're not coming across as a City fan. You're coming a bit obsessed with the United stand. It's a it's a trainer, mate. Bye, Andy. See you, Marcus. Take care, buddy. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, click subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment below the videos. Don't forget, go back, please. Watch the videos this morning. There is one that first thing put out by Kiam that is all about the Fantasy Football League. Gives you a breakdown of which players in striker, midfield, defence, goalkeepers did really well. Score pointing for next week's game against, or the weekend games if you want to go on there. Great stream, take it easy, mate. There you go, Kiam's posted the link. Top session, Andy, top session, boys. Now piss off because I'm having so am I. See you later, Scotty Mole. Just posted a new YouTube video, rude. Andy's off. Have a good one, Andy. Oscar Bob for all. Cheers. Thanks, Bananism. Yeah, follow that link. Go and watch it. See where you are in the table. If you're not a subscriber, you can always go follow the video through towards the end. There is the code. You can still join in. It's only 1 week down. There's 37 to go. So you can easily catch up to me. Not maybe Kiam. Kiam you'll catch really easy because he's so low down. It's frightening. And you'll easily catch Rob because he's near the bottom. And you'll definitely catch Bernard this weekend. But anyway, guys, also please go and have a listen. It's long, it's 2 hours, but if you've got nothing to do and you want to listen to it either via the YouTube channel or you want to listen to it on SoundCloud, go and listen. I implore you to go and listen to the podcast Raw episode 5 with Rob and Craig Forrest, who was just on here earlier. Go and listen to it. There's some amazing discussions in there. Even though I disagreed with some of the stuff that they came up with, it's all about debates, it's all about opinions, and that is what football is all about. Otherwise, it's pointless. If we all agreed, it'd be really boring. But anyway, Sandy from Man City Fan TV. Julio Castaneda, I've been busy and the timing sucks because of Japan time. Don't worry about, mate. You can watch all the videos back or when you get up in the morning. But take care, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. We'll be back tomorrow as usual on Man City Fan TV. Loads more videos, new projects coming out very soon. So take care and we'll see you soon.